once purchase requisition has been made in our earlier topic here, so this step is done. Let me just save this. It's not saved yet. Save this as overview of purchasing process. Okay, now the next step is to actually convert the purchase requisition into a purchase order under this step here. So the purchasing department will do that. Let me go here, close this purchase order, see under logistics, material management, purchasing, purchase order, create. Okay, now under materials management, under logistics, materials management, purchasing, purchase order, create, vendor supplying, plant known. We have to choose this option first because we know the vendor and supplying plant. So if you don't know the vendor, then you can choose this option, but I'm not going to go through this because it's very complicated. This is the most simple option that we use because we already know which is the vendor they're going to supply this material and which plant is requesting for this material. So just close your eye and choose this, and you will come to this screen here. It will look very similar to the purchase requisition screen. You can close this off. If it's closed, for some of y'all, you might not see this extreme left screen that you saw just now. If you want to see that, you have to press this button to on the document overview, otherwise you can close it. But in this example, I need to on the document overview because I want to copy the record values from purchase requisition instead of entering from the scratch. Since we have already created a purchase requisition, it will be a good idea to copy it from there. Okay, let me click this. So how do we copy? Once you come here, you see this button here, the first button, just choose this. Since you are going to copy from the purchase requisition, just select this purchase requisition, right? Just select it. Okay, the last created purchase requisition is always defaulted here to ease our life, and the material is also defaulted here because the purchase requisition is created for this material. Alright, so just execute. You will get this purchase requisition. This is the purchase requisition that we created just now, right? Just double check here. The leading zeros are removed, otherwise the number is same. Okay, this is the one. Just open it up. Okay, you can see the number of items there. We created only one material in the purchase requisition, that's why you can see only one item. The 10 refers to the line item number. Okay, let me just open it up for you. We have forgotten. Yes, purchasing, purchase requisition, display. Okay, can you see this? The 10 refers to this line item number. It's just a running number given to each and every line, 10, 20, 30 and 40 and so forth. So that's what you can see here. So let me close this. So come back here. So what you need to do, just if you want to copy all the line items into the purchase order, you just click on the header here and then press this copy button. It's also known as adapt button. You adapt the values from this purchase requisition to be transferred to here. However, if you want to copy only one line item to the purchase order, you just highlight to the particular line item that you want to copy and press the adopt button. Okay, but in this case I want to copy all the line items, so I place it here, press copy. See, all are copied. The tire and the value that I entered earlier is copied here. Right, the delivery date is also copied. Okay. Alright, but did you see a system message that purchasing organization is not entered yet? So you need to enter the purchasing organization. It's left empty. Okay, let me check if I enter the purchasing organization in the requisition. Requisition doesn't ask for the purchasing organization, so that's the reason we didn't enter any purchasing organization, but the purchasing group has been entered. Okay, but not the purchasing organization. If we have entered here, purchasing organization would have been defaulted in this purchase order. Okay, this is the place where you need to enter the purchasing organization in the purchase requisition. Okay, doesn't really matter, we can enter it here. And why? And we also haven't entered the vendor yet. Okay, since in the purchase requisition is used by the internal department, they won't know which vendor is supplying this material, so they just leave the vendor field empty. Okay, so only the purchasing department will know which vendor will supply this material, so they will enter the vendor number here, 4001. Just make sure that this is defaulted to standard PO. Okay, and now let us do a check if there's any other values need to be entered. I think the net price need to be entered as well. The price that shown in the purchase requisition here is a valuation price. It's a different price. Okay, this price that is shown here is used to evaluate the materials in our inventory. This is not the vendor supplied price. Okay, the vendor might supply in a different price than what is used here. Alright, so that's the reason that valuation price is not copied here. You need to enter the vendor supplied price. Let me just check. No master record. Okay, I think there's one more zero needed. Okay, check now. See, once I enter the vendor, the net price is automatically loaded from the purchasing info record that is maintained. Let me show you where this $50 is taken from. It is taken from this info record, purchasing info record. Okay, you can also see the purchase requisition is defaulted here. Can you remember this purchasing info record? Let me show you that. Purchasing master data info record. This is what we created earlier. For record is automatic generated number. Okay, you see the $50. The $50 should be somewhere here. Oh, wait. Okay. How do I go to that screen? Organization level, supplementary. This one. There's one more screen where we need to branch out to actually see this, the price that is maintained. Administrative data. Oh, we need to enter the purchasing organization, I think, for us to see the price maintained. Yeah, only then you can go to the purchasing organization data where we can see the price there, $50, because the price that is maintained here is by the purchasing organization. So if you don't enter the purchasing organization and plant here, let's see what will happen if I don't enter the plant and enter the, so you won't be able to see the price as well, because the price that you enter is by the purchasing organization and by the plant. Okay, so you need to enter both and go here. You can see the net price. This is what is defaulted in the purchase order here. Alright, the $50. Okay, and what does the condition hold? calculations. Oh, this is a more detailed level pricing, where if the vendor is willing to give some bulk discounts, if you order more than 100 quantity or 200 quantity, you can do a scaling here. I'll show you later on, not here. Right, that will complicate our subject. Maybe I can show you later. Alright, for now we just stick to this. Okay, now let me see if I can save this. Check. No messages issued during check, so I can save this. Alright, everything is good. Let me save, and I'll be creating a purchase order successfully now. Okay, the purchase order is created. Let's copy here. Alright, successfully created the purchase order. Let us go back to here. If you want to view the purchase order, you can choose this option to view the purchase order. Right, it's here. You can also change using this option. Alright, most of the information can be changed, even the net price can be changed. Now let me